just like that, it's December. Just like that. Boom. Here we are. We're in the month of December. How are you, collective? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Welcome to December and welcome to the new week. I am here with 12 decks. I am going to read through all of the signs today. This is the sneak peek for the week. So all the other readings that I do are usually for the week ahead. This one is for the next 7 days. So whenever you find this reading, it will be for the next 7 days. I am currently reading this in December, the first week of December. So if you're watching this real time, this could be your cycle, but this may come up for you in your feed sometime in the future. And if it does, it could resonate then. It is a general reading after all. So I'm here with 12 decks and I'm going to read from each of them. I'm going to read all of the signs and I'm going to mark everything down below in the description. I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces. So please, if the timestamps don't show up in the video, please go to the description. If you click more below this video, you will find the description and that's where all the timestamps are. Looks like we've been having a problem with the timestamps turning over to the video. So if you can't find them, that's where they are. So thank you so much for stopping in here. I do appreciate you. And whether you are a 10 of Cups Tarot ride or die, or you are a person who is just showing up, I appreciate you for clicking here today. And if you are the ride or die, thank you. You're the ones that are giving me all the thumbs up, being in the comments, doing all the things the algorithm loves. I appreciate you so very, very much. We are going to go from Aries to Pisces. And, oh, I should tell you, I have extended the sale. So y'all were saying it was just a very short window and the window was too short with all the holiday stuff that's going on. So I've extended the private read sale. It is still 10% off. There is a new code. Please look into the pinned comment at the top of the comments so you can see the new code. It is thank you 24. I just want to say thank you for the ways that you've been supporting me on this channel this year. And so that is going to go from for the month of December up until the 20th of December. So please take advantage of getting your 10% off. Take the coupon code with you. Here we go. Enough blah blah, Elsie. Let's get into the cards. Tell me about Aries. We're going to start off with Aries. Aries will bring us in and we will go through the zodiac. Let's find out what's going on with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries, a sneak peek for this week. All right, well, there we go. First card out is the World. There it is. And then we've got the Fool. So look, those are friends, right? Partners. Yeah. So we're going to be seeing the World card a lot because it is the end of the year. We have been seeing it a lot already, but I feel like this is exactly what it's telling me. Look, we have the World card that's coming up for the end of the year, and I believe it's on the 30th or the 31st. We do have a new moon. The door is literally opening to 2025. The new world is here. Somebody here, I feel, Aries is you, is going to take advantage of that. I feel like you're looking at the end of this year as a new beginning. But I feel like this is talking about the next 7 days. So I feel like there is some sort of shift that's coming in your life here. It feels like you are making some sort of really big decision, or a shift might be showing up, something that is going to end. Now look, this could be the end of a thought pattern. Could be a friendship, could be a relationship or a love ship. Take it as it resonates in your life. It could be a job. Tell me about the Fool. Whatever's ending though is ending for the purpose of bringing a new beginning. And that's really the only time that anything ends. So something can begin. We do have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, you're diving right in. Oh, okay, I just heard pink in my head. You're diving right into the pain. It feels like somebody here is throw your head back and spit in the wind. What does she say? It's pink. It's called All I Know So Far. So pull your head back and spit into the wind. Let the walls crack because it lets the light in. I feel like somebody is letting the light in. It's a big decision that you're about to make, Aries, and you might make it in the next 7 days. And it feels like it's going to change a lot of things. It feels like somebody here with the Knight of Swords is aggressively closing a chapter and opening a chapter here. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be leaving a relationship, closing it down possibly. It could be 10 of Pentacles, can be long-term something, long-term job, a long-term friendship, a long-term relationship. Take it as it resonates for you. But we do have the Fool and the Knight of Swords. It feels as though it's like you were building momentum to make some sort of a big shift or a big change here. And it's been taking you a long time to get to this point. But I think for some of you, you are going to be making this change in the next 7 days. Tell me why the world is here for Aries, please. I feel like the Knight of Swords, right? Swords in the air. I got something to say. So I feel like something is going to be said here. Tell me about the World card. And it's going to change a lot of things. Somebody has woken up. The Hermit is here. Somebody has found their light. It feels like with the World card and the Hermit, somebody is now taking what they've learned, the wisdom they've gained from being with themselves or by themselves, and they are bringing it into the world. And for some of you, it could be worldwide. You could be someone who is online, who is telling people about this stuff that you've learned, your wisdom here. We've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. And we got the Five of Swords. You know what it feels like here, Aries? It feels like you are cutting out things that are things that aggravate you, I'm going to say. The World card here tells me that this is the end of a pattern of thinking. No more fighting, no more arguing. I don't want to do that thing with you anymore. I don't care if we have fundamental differences. You stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. The Four of Wands in the reverse is telling me that this is no fun anymore. And that's why I've gone into hiding. That's why you've gone into this Hermit energy here. It feels like somebody here has been... Maybe there's been contention or discontent in your home, or maybe the home of your family. Like maybe you have a family, but maybe it's your family or the in-laws. It feels like there's been some contention here. And it feels like, I feel like you, Aries, have decided that you're going to bring it to an end. After a very long and extended period of possibly arguments and fights. Look, I'm just looking at it this way. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 is moving on. There's too much chaos here. You're moving to the calm. It has something to do with a long-term job, a long-term relationship, friendship, whatever it is. The 10 of Pentacles is here. The door is closing. You are changing. You're having some sort of major change in your life this week. And I feel like you're the cause of it. I don't feel like it's going to be something that you feel like it's out of control. I feel like you are picking up the sword and you're diving right into the pain. And, you know, if she says when you run into the rain, throw the sword down, dive right into the pain. Be unfiltered and loud, she says, Pink does. Be unfiltered and loud, because they can't tell you to be who you are. And that's all I know so far, she says. All right. We've got the 7 of Cups. Got the 6 of Swords. There we go. We called it out. 5 and 1 is 6. And the 6 of Swords is here. And we have the Moon energy. Look, it feels like there is something that is going to be going down around the full moon. I know this is for the next 7 days. And the full moon in Gemini comes up on the 15th of December. And so it feels like it's the end of confusion. It's the end of arguments. It's the end of emotional fights and arguments and overwhelm, and that's it. I'm putting a stop to it. I feel it's you, Aries. You're putting a stop to it. And I feel like for somebody, you're walking away or walking out or deciding to leave the chaos behind. And you don't know what's in front of you, but I feel like you're okay with walking into the darkness here, walking into this moon energy. It does feel like with this full moon that somebody here is going to be pulling themselves out of the mental prison. And it looks like it's probably going to end up being in the week ahead here, or this week. Like it feels like it's this week or the week ahead. I know it's the next 7 days, but it feels like you might be thinking about this week, and this might transpire in the following week. But I feel like it's transpiring around the full moon. What's the outcome? We've got the 8 of Wands. We've got the King of Cups. And we have the 10 of Swords. Look, it's a release. You are releasing some pent-up emotions. You know, it feels like, it feels to me, Aries, that you've had enough. That's what it feels like. I have had enough. The 10 of Swords tells me that it's a release, that you're letting something go with the King of Cups here. The King of Cups usually leaves everything under the surface, right? And it feels like you're about to express yourself so you can alleviate some of the pressure that's been going on around you. It's time for you to say something. And I think you're coming out as the 9 of Swords to say that. And it's really because you've had enough of a situation. It's time to close the door and start again. And see what we can do about repairing this, fixing this, or are we just going to shut the door and walk away? Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Wands. Prepare to make a decision. I do feel for some of you, this is coming up this week. We've got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You've been holding on to those wands, avoiding putting them down. When I see the Ten of Wands in the reverse, it's a little bit of martyrdom. It's a little bit of, I'm doing it for the family, or I'm doing it for, to keep everything together for the holidays, or it feels like that. But I feel like you're done. I feel like when the Knight of Swords comes out swinging, that's going to be that. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We've got Aries. We've got Cancer and Pisces energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Well, that's how it's going to be, right? Is that going to be the theme? Everybody is like, fuck that shit. That's it. I'm done. I'm out. Let's find out what's going on here for you, Taurus. My bull gang, how are you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Hey, Taurus, don't forget I have extended the private reading sale. It is now on until the 20th of December. Had some concerns from people that emailed me and said, look, it was a short sort of sale, and you're right, it was, so I extended it. So there you go. If you're interested, have at it. There's a pinned comment below. Tell me about Taurus, what's coming up for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Wheel, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. All of that hard work that you've been doing, all the things that you have been doing, Taurus, all the things that you've been trying to put together, I feel that everything is about to come to a place where you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. It feels like you've been really working on something. Look, the Seven of Pentacles can be a project. It can be something you really love. It can be something you've been trying to grow. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's a reputation. Maybe it's a place in the world. Maybe it's yourself. But it feels like you used your intention to pick a path that you decided you were going to focus on and nurture. And I feel with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups, you are going to see the fruits of your labor this week. I feel like for some of you, it's going to come in a form of just an exhale or happiness. For others of you, it's a choice to be happy. For some of you, with the Wheel of Fortune being here, it's just high time that it happens. Things are about to move forward in a very positive way. Very positive change is coming for you this week. And it's connected to some sort of a pentacle energy here. It's connected to something that you have planted and given energy to and taken care of and nurtured. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles, please. We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. Got the King of Pentacles. Ah, that's what it is. It feels like some money's about to come tumbling in here. We've got the Three of Wands. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, it feels like it possibly could be for some of you that you have been in this place of, kind of feels like the dead zone, I'm going to say, where nothing is really happening, that you've been working really hard, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. I feel like the Six of Swords is telling me that although you have, you're trying really hard to mentally move on from something, that it's not been working. You've been working really hard possibly on trying to disconnect from something or move on mentally. For others of you, I feel like you've been trying to move on from a job, or I need to take better care of myself. It could be about waiting for the right time, I'm going to say. With the Seven of Pentacles, it is giving me the energy of waiting, but it also tells me that with the Three of Wands here, it feels like you've decided that you're going to catch the next wave that comes in. She's standing here with a surfboard, right? And you can see that this there's one wand here that is burnt down, and that's going to leave two wands, and that means that it's time to go. So I feel like there is something here that you've been working on, and I feel like with the King of Pentacles energy, that being your energy, it's telling me that You're going from the Seven of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. I feel like somebody might be getting a raise or that promotion or something that is going to benefit them in the Pentacle world. It could be you're buying a car. It could be you're selling a house. It feels like it's some financial things are going to be tumbling in here. I feel like you're ready to leave behind whatever hasn't been working for you, Taurus, and I feel like you're ready to move into the future here by making a decision. Happiness is a decision. Wish fulfillment, right? But happiness, right? That's what the Nine of Cups is. Happiness. It's a decision that you make. It's not something that just happens to you. It's not external to you, Taurus. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Queen of Swords. Kind of like that. You're going to be speaking up about how you feel to people. It feels like you've decided that in order to be healthy, you need to express your sadness. And I think that's what you're going to do. I feel like you're going to be speaking to possibly the King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Doesn't have to be. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got a lot of energies here, but it feels like the Five of Cups is telling me that before you start spiraling out of control emotionally, I feel like it's time for you to speak to someone. And I feel like the King of Cups is someone who would understand feelings, right? This person is someone who is emotionally intelligent. They are a person who deals with things on a very solid basis when it comes to their feelings, their emotions. And I feel like there possibly might be coming a conversation, maybe that you request possibly, but it feels like you want to talk about your sadness, but I feel like Taurus, I feel like you're a person who talks about your sadness or your feelings or your emotions like you're ordering lunch. Like, I feel like you just don't show it on the surface. Like, it feels like the King of Cups is here, right? It feels like this is a person that I feel is going to understand that about you. Or possibly you're showing up as the Queen of Swords, King of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords. There's going to be a conversation here. It does look like that. Taurus, I feel like, with the King of Pentacles being here, it does feel like this might be a conversation with a work person, like maybe with your boss, because the Queen of Swords is standing up, and that's a person who's professional. They know what to say, when to say it. They're good with their words. They're very, they're not aggressive. They're very, not aggressive, but assertive, right? This is somebody who is unhappy with something and needs to express it to someone. So this King of Cups could be your father, could be your mother, could be somebody who is, in a position that I feel like you two are kind of in the same position. Like how can I say that you're the queen and they're the king, so they understand your plight and you're coming to them with some information. I feel like there is going to be a communication or a conversation going down here about something you've been unhappy about and felt blocked about. I feel like the King of Cups is going to be the person who's going to help you with that. We do have, I feel like this is going to go good because then we have this here, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we do have what's changing is you're deciding to be happy. So whatever conversation is transpiring here, whether this is a work person or a person in your life or someone you're in love with or a parent or a best friend, I feel like that conversation is going to turn out the way you want it. Tell me what the outcome is here. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got the Lovers. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this person is somebody that you have big feelings for. It feels like for those of you who are seeing the King of Cups as a love interest, it feels like there is going to be some sort of communication about feelings. I feel like somebody is going to admit feelings to you, Taurus, because of the outcome, the Page of Cups, the Lovers, and the Empress. It feels like somebody is going to tell you how much they value you and see your worth. And somebody here with the Lovers is making a choice to divulge their feelings, right? Even if it's just a little bit, because the King of Cups is somebody who's going to keep it under wraps. But we've got the Page of Cups here, and it tells me they're just going to let you in just a very little bit. What's around the corner for Taurus, please? The Hierophant, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like somebody is going to admit something to you. It feels like somebody has learned a lesson about the pursuit, that they need to pursue whatever it is that they want. And I feel like you excite them. I feel like this thought that the king has here, we've got three kings, right? It could be an emperor, right? The only king we are not showing here is the King of Swords. So the conversation hasn't taken place yet, but I feel like the conversation is probably going to take place sometime this week. Feels like that. The sun is here. It's a good conversation. It resolves a lot of things. It brings a lot of things to the surface. And I feel like it's a breakthrough in some sort of relationship, whatever type of relationship it is for you, Taurus, whether it is platonic or romantic. There is going to be a breakthrough with somebody here. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Libra. We've got more Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius, along with more Leo energy. The sun is at the bottom of the deck. I like that read for you. All right, Gemini, here we go. Tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Hey Gemini, I have extended the private reading sale. If you're interested, please look in the pinned comment. The coupon code has changed to Thank You 24. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been loving on this channel this year, and 10% off until the 20th of December. Tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. We've got the sun. Well, that's a good start to the week. Feels like there's going to be some clarity, happiness, fun. Feels like feels like there's going to be some warmth that's showing up here. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Four of Cups, and we do have the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, I feel like it does feel like this is what your week is going to be about. It feels like you're going to discover something, or something on the horizon that maybe you thought was further off in the distance is about to show up for you this week. It feels like it might be a friend or a colleague or somebody that you really enjoy the company of. It feels like it could be a Leo, absolutely. Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. We do have the King of Cups here. But I feel like there is, it feels like you're going to be possibly in, oh, this could be a work party as well. I'm kind of looking at the Four of Cups and this person who's on their laptop doing business next to the King of Cups. It could be that. For some of you, this could be your work holiday party. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, though, that there is something here that is charging at you, showing up, that's going to pull you out of your comfort zone. And I feel like it's a friend or somebody that you know really well. I always see the King of Cups as a father. It could be a father, an older brother, could be a mother or a sister. But it feels like this somebody here who you really enjoy the company of is about to show up in your week this week. And I think it's going to surprise you because the Knight of Wands is here. It's going to pull you out of this work phase here. It feels like you're working, maybe you're working too much, maybe you work from home, but it feels like it's somebody here is going to offer you a cup. And I feel like it's like they're going to offer to share some emotion with you. And we do have two cups here. So for some of you, it could be someone that you weren't expecting to hear from, that you sort of have a crush on, or somebody that you were hoping to spend some time with. We do have the King of Pentacles. This person might bring something with them, like a gift or a bottle of wine or something like that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords. Gemini, I feel like you're the one who might be, well, for some of you could be expecting someone, but it almost feels like with the King of Swords showing up here, that I feel like you're the one who is, going to receive a gift from somebody. It feels like, the King of Pentacles has a gift in their hand, and the Ace of Pentacles, there's a gift at the door. It feels like you might get a delivery, maybe a delivery you're not expecting from somebody that, it could be a member of the family, but it also could be someone that you have feelings for. Tell me more. Somebody is trying to make something very clear to you. Very clear, because the King of Swords is here, who's very honest and truthful and factual and clear. And then we have the Sun. And I feel like somebody's trying to make something really clear to you by sending you a gift or leaving something at your door. Someone might show up at your door if they're close enough to you to do that. The Knight of Wands tells me it feels like it happens in a moment. It feels like you're not expecting it and it just shows up. We've got the Six of Swords. We've got the Knight of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. For some of you, this is somebody that I feel that you have been at odds with. But I feel it's about to heal itself, because the king is holding a cane, and there's 3 canes here. Those are swords. And so it feels like with the 4 swords, it's somebody that maybe you haven't really been speaking with. But maybe there's feelings here, but we've moved on from it. I feel like that person is showing up in your life, and it might start with them putting something in your mailbox, or something that might show up as a gift or a delivery. It feels like that. And I feel like this King of Cups has something to do with it. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, they could be that energy. They don't have to be. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very well off, or somebody who is very generous. Generous with their emotions, generous with their time, with their money. There's somebody who is, quite generous here. I feel like there might be some romantic feelings here for some of you. It could be. And it's going to pull you out of some sort of comfort zone that you're in. It's going to throw a spotlight on the reasons why we walked away or left. Tell me what the outcome is here. We've got the 9 of Cups in the reverse. We've got Justice, and we have the Strength card. So I feel like you're getting justice where there previously was no justice. I feel like with the 9 of Cups in the reverse here, it feels like somebody let you down. Like they let you down, or you've been missing them, I'm going to say. It almost feels like 2 people parted, and it feels like one person became very invested or focused in themselves. And I think it's whoever is the King of Cups. It feels like that there was something that was unfulfilled here, because we went on different paths. I feel like our paths are crossing again. And I feel like they're crossing because it feels like somebody is initiating this. It feels like they're now reaching back for you. It's like we parted ways, and it feels like there was, no justice in whatever was going on here. It does feel like a little bit like somebody let you down, or, you disconnected from them, or they disconnected from you. And it could be, it feels like somebody moved on here, but now we want to come back and heal it. It almost feels like there's a friend who maybe you've been parted from here. And I feel like you've been holding back from reaching out to them. So I feel like they reach out to you. That's what it feels like. We've got the Death card. We've got the Judgment card. Somebody's coming back around here, and the Chariot. So it feels like you're getting a second chance at something, but it feels like a second chance at friendship, possibly a second chance at coming back together. It feels like things need to get on the move again, but I feel like you're not expecting it. I feel like it shows up and it's exciting, and you're not expecting it. But I feel like this is somebody who's very balanced in their energy. We're showing up as someone who's very, adult and grown, and we've got 3 kings here. The only king that we don't have here is the King of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. So we have 3 kings and the Knight of Wands, which is very interesting. So this could be a passion thing. This could be somebody that you're connected to through passion. But I feel like this is a second chance that's coming around here. A second chance for you. We do have the High Priestess here. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it feels like you've been thinking about this person. I think that's why they've been showing up, because we do have the High Priestess here with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And it feels like the 6 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me I haven't heard from you in a while. We haven't had any connection. We haven't had any communication. The Page of Cups is in the reverse, and it feels like we haven't been speaking, or we've been very busy. It feels like 2 people just drifted apart. And I feel like this is somebody who's very specific in your life that you want to see. And I think that they're showing up in your life this week. You're going to hear from somebody, receive a gift, receive a note, receive a card, something like that. They're going to try and flag you, I feel. They could be a Cancer, maybe a Virgo or a Pisces. We've got Scorpio here. Something's about to change because of Scorpio. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have Libra, more Libra energy here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have Leo and Piscean energy here. All right. Okay, here we go, Cancer. Let's talk about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you still want to get in on the sale, I have extended it, the private reading sale. It's on until the 20th of December. All the information is in the pinned comment below this video. Top of the comments. Let's find out what's going on for Cancer Tell me about the next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. Right. Starting off with the 10 of Cups. Sorry, the 10 of Pentacles. That was the 10 of Coins, I want to say. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Swords here. I feel like this is the week, Cancer, that you finally start to see a little bit of progress within your finances, that things are finally moving forward. I feel like they've been stuck for a while. I feel like you've been stuck for a while. It feels like this 6 of Swords is telling me that you're going to have movement and that your finances are about to even themselves out a little bit, a lot less chaos. I want to say that it's taken a long time to get here. It feels like there's something that went on in the past that stopped you or stalled you or made you take a step back, or something that I feel affected or impacted your finances. And it feels like it's been going on for this year. I feel like you've been struggling with finances for this year, but I feel like that's about to get better. 10 of Pentacles is here. You're about to see your finances build from this Knight to the 10 here. I feel like you've been worrying about it. I feel like you've got some, I would say that you're really up in your head about it, but I feel like it's like bad thoughts. Like it feels like you feel like you're never going to find relief. I feel like this is the week where you start to finally make some headway or see some relief. You start to get a little bit more hopeful. Yeah, look at that, 10 of Cups. So you start to get a little bit more hopeful, because I feel like you've been a little bit worried about, if I get too hopeful, I don't want to be let down. I feel like you're free to hope. I want to say you're free to hope. Things are showing up as getting a lot better. This is the week where things turn around for you. I know that Capricorn just let go of your energy, right? So, sorry, not Capricorn, but Pluto has just let go of your energy. And so I feel like you're going to actually feel that energy coming up very soon. Yeah, it does feel here that you're going to have an influx of money into the home. It's going to make you stable. It's going to make you excited. You're going to be able to go out and have fun. It feels like this is a very positive week for you, a positive week of movement. And although I feel that you've been worrying, dealing with bad thoughts, I want to say about it, feeling sad that things weren't working out, I feel like this is the turning point for you, Cancer. We do have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, you've healed it. You've healed the finances, Cancer. I feel like you were on sketchy ground here, that things were coming at you faster than you could pay them. I feel like your finances were here, stuck in the Knight of Coins energy here. And I'm not really sure why this Knight of Coins energy had you stuck, but it does feel like you have the movement now. It does feel like with the Knight of Wands that there was no stability. It was like feast or famine. It was like you'd get a lot, and then you'd have to pay it out for bills, and then you'd have nothing, and then you would get a lot again. I feel like that's about to stabilize. So it feels like it's about to heal itself. No more up and like really bad up and down curves for you here. You can stop feeling sad, because this is telling me quick change. The 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, more than one 5 in a reading for me is quick change. So this is going to change quickly for you this week and make you a little more hopeful, a lot more happy, and feeling a lot more secure. There we go. The Queen of Coins pops up, and I said secure, right? So the Queen of Coins is the one who knows her money. She is financially secure. She does well. She puts her money where it needs to go. She is somebody who's balanced and sturdy and stable. Someone who's beautifying the home. Maybe you're going to be renovating the home, possibly. We do have the Fool that is in the reverse. And we have the Temperance card. I'm just going to say, don't make any foolish moves with the money. I'm going to say that be patient. Like when you get this big drop of money, maybe it's all at once, but maybe you're just going to get a raise and you're going to start seeing, maybe this is the week where you start to see headway, where you're paying bills and paying off things and paying off loans, and it feels like you're going to start seeing a little bit of headway. Temperance is telling me that things are all coming together for you here, and in a moment of alchemy. And I want to say with the Fool in the reverse here, don't be foolish with your money. Don't be foolish with your finances or anything in the pentacle world. I feel like this is a blessing that's coming to you. And I feel like it's almost like a test thing. Like, I'm going to give this to Cancer. And if Cancer is responsible with that, then I'm going to give Cancer more. So I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is telling me that this week isn't the end of it. Things just continue to move forward and get better for you. So we have the 8 of Cups. I feel like you've been sort of disconnected from making decisions until, wow, whoa, look, we've got a lot of big energy coming in for you. Like, this is the bottom of the deck for me is the future energy. So it's not this week, it's the week ahead. And it feels like there is a lot. Look at this. Look at this. We've got the Wheel of Fortune on steroids here. Feels like there's incredibly good, clear breakthroughs that are coming for you in the week ahead. And it's because you made a decision to walk away from things that you don't need. You disconnected. It's like you're clearing out the clutter. And maybe you are clearing out closets and throwing out old things, and maybe you're doing that, but it almost feels like emotional clutter, that you're starting to leave things behind. I don't need that relationship. That thing made me feel emotional. I don't want to deal with that thing. It feels like the week ahead of this is going to be a powerhouse week, especially for your finances. Look at this. Just want to go back here. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles and the Sun. I'm telling you, things are about to go well. So if you are in business, expect more business. If you're someone that works for someone else, I feel like the Christmas or holiday bonus is about to show up. It feels like you're about to get a chunk of change that is going to allow you to move forward here. All right, let's take a look. It's going to allow you to move forward in the pentacle world here. So we do have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have some Libra energy. We have Aries, Scorpio. We have more Aries. We have Aquarius energy, a bit of Aquarius energy. And then we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I feel like it's going to be one of the best weeks that you've had, Cancer, and it's about to make you pretty darn happy. All right, Leo, here we go. Tell me what's going on with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. Leo, I have extended the private read. So if you, the private read sale, you still want the 10% off, you can have it till the 20th of December. All the information and the new coupon code that you will need to take with you to Wizio is in the pinned comment below. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. We've got the King of Swords. Something is going to give you absolute, total clarity this week. For others of you, you might be speaking with a lawyer. We have the 9 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. You know what? It feels like here that it does feel like somebody's getting some great clarity from somebody else. We've got the King and the Queen of Swords. Now, these two people mirror each other. They know how to speak with each other. They speak in the same way. They're both very clear, very honest, very truthful. It feels like there's a new conversation that's coming up between you and somebody else. I feel like your energy is the King of Swords and that it might be the Queen of Swords that you will be communicating with, but it feels like you might be reaching out to the Queen of Swords. The 9 of Cups is here. It feels like it's going to be a very happy, fulfilling conversation. And it feels like if you do reach out, I feel like the Queen of Swords is never the one who's going to turn you away. I mean, this person has boundaries, but they're a person who is willing to be very, very communicative, right? These are the two that know how to communicate with each other. It feels like there is a soulmate friendship, or maybe this is somebody that you know. This could be a boss, a father, a mother. Take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like you two have mirrored each other's energies before. We do have the Tower. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you are going to have some sort of a major revelation this week. It does feel like that, Leo. The Tower with the King of Swords is telling me that there's a major, major revelation going on for you this week. It feels like with the 8 of Pentacles that you are carefully going over something in the mind. It feels like you're possibly ready to talk about some sort of feeling, the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're about to reveal something here, reveal something that is, it almost feels like it's a moment of realization. And I feel like you're communicating with the Queen of Swords for a reason. Tell me what else is going on here between the King and the Queen. I also feel like for those of you who have been really busy at work, like at the workplace, I feel like that is going to trickle off a little bit. I feel like it's going to become a little bit easier. If it's been super busy and you're exhausted, I feel like you need to lay down. I feel like the Queen of Cups is telling me to take better care of yourself. If you're the one who's been working too much, overtime, it feels like if that's you that I'm talking about, too much work, too much overtime, too much of all of that, you're going to get some sort of a realization that you've been leaving people out of your life. It's time to reconnect back to people. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it feels like almost like you've been trying to keep people out of your life. And it's because there's things that you don't want to talk about, but I think you're probably going to be ready to say something. We've got a lot of swords here. For someone who is a fire sign, we've got a lot of swords energy, but it tells me that there's been a lot of stuff going on in the mind. And that's why I think that the Tower is here, because I feel like you've been in your mind thinking about something for a long while that you would like to express to the Queen of Swords. Tell me what the Page of Pentacles is, please. There's like a 3D message here. I feel like you want to see somebody face to face. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles. You want to tell somebody that you've made a decision to leave a lifestyle, leave a relationship, leave a job. I feel like something has ended that has been really painful, and you're making the decision to call in this Queen of Swords to maybe get their advice. This person could be someone who maybe is a person who gives advice or gives counsel, because this is Libra energy here. But of course, the King of Swords to me is also somebody who's like legal counsel. So it almost feels like there's two very legal minds, or very minds that go over the details. I feel like you're getting ready to leave a relationship, or getting ready to leave a way of life, or maybe ready to sell a house. This could be a realtor, take it as it resonates. But it feels like a decision is being made here to release something or end something here. And I feel like you were in this place where you were feeling too defensive to actually speak about it with this person. So I feel like that's what the Seven of Swords is about. I feel like you weren't bringing it to the surface. But I feel like that the Knight of Swords here, that the Knight of Swords is crashing in and saying, I finally got to say something here. I have to say something about what's been going on. In order to be able to have some sort of hope, I feel that it is time for you to say something. It's time. I feel like you've manifested it. You've been hoping for it, and I feel like you're going to be reaching out to someone this week. And like I said, it could be a realtor, could be a lawyer, could be somebody who you know that will give you good sound advice because they always tell you the truth. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Leo. Got the Queen of Pentacles. You could be maybe wanting to talk about financial things or money. Got the Hierophant. And the Two of Cups. I was going to say it could be a money advisor for some of you as well. It could be advisor of money. The Hierophant's telling me that you need to learn lessons about your finances and how to get them straight, how to get them in order. And I feel like this person could be a money manager. Look, the thing is this. We got the Two of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, there's so many scenarios here. I feel like for some of you, it's a realtor. Some of you, it's somebody you're getting advice from, maybe legal advice from. Others of you, this could be romantic. This could be somebody that you're finally coming toward to talk to about your manifestations, or the hope that we can have a conversation about the things that we haven't talked about. The Seven of Swords being here. I feel like the King of Swords is the one who's having the revelation about their feelings here, that I really need to work on being more compassionate, being more kind, being more giving, maybe taking care of yourself a little more. We do have the Two of Cups and the Hierophant, which tells me that this could definitely be that somebody's trying to find stability within a commitment, a love commitment. So I don't know if this person is someone you're already married to or dating, but if it's not, then I feel like you're about to reveal your feelings to somebody here. We do have the Eight of Wands. It's coming really, really quick here. The Hanged Man energy is because the reason we have movement now is because you've got a perspective, and now you know that you want to speak to somebody about a different perspective. You see things differently. You want to get some sort of stability here, right? His legs are in the figure 4. We do have the Ace of Swords, which is telling me that there is going to be some sort of a conversation. So it feels like we are going from everything being up in our head to the Tower showing up and putting everything on the table, like in the 3D. So we do have Scorpio energy. We have Gemini. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius energy. We've got Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini here. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. Very interesting. Let me get a sip of this tea. Hang on. Before it gets too cold. All right. Let's talk about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus and Jupiter. Virgo, I have extended the private sale, and it is going now till the 20th of December. If you are interested in a private read, 10% off, there is a new code. You will need a coupon code from the pinned comment at the top of all the comments, right below this video. Tell me about Virgo. What's coming up for Virgo this week? Sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, we have the 4 of Cups. Look, I feel like you are cracking open the door and crawling out of some sort of safe space here. Feels like you've been in some sort of a comfort zone for a little bit. It's time to leave the comfort zone here. We've got the 5 of Swords, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there is a conversation that needs to be had. It feels like there is maybe a difference of opinion that you might have with someone here, and it's time for us to talk it out. It feels like the final conversation is what it feels like. We need to be face to face. We need to be very honest with each other, give each other clarity. 5 and 1 is 6. And this is going to be the make it or break it conversation. And I feel like you're coming out of some sort of comfort zone. Like, I feel like you've been trying to stabilize your emotions. You've been in the comfort zone, not really been talking to this person. It feels like maybe we have a difference of opinion or an argument or a fight or something that we don't agree on here. And it's time for us to have the final conversation face to face with the Page of Pentacles. And, you know, we need to figure out, are we going to still be friends? Are we going to still be lovers? Am I still going to work for you? Like, whatever it is, it feels like there is the talk that is going to be showing up this week for you with somebody here. The Page of Pentacles tells me that it's going to be face to face, and we gotta say something. And we're going to figure out, are we just going to move on from this? Is it too chaotic? Can we come to some sort of agreement to disagree and then carry on? Or are we done? Are we just moving on from here with the 6 swords? Tell me about the 4 of Cups in the reverse. We've got the 3 of Swords. It does feel like there is angst. It feels like that there is angst. I'm disappointed with you. I'm disappointed with the way the last conversation we had went, or you're disappointed with them. They're disappointed with you. Look at all these swords. We've got the 8 of Swords now. So I feel like it's time for you to get out of the cage you put yourself in here, the mental cage. We got the Chariot. It's time for movement. It does really feel like this is something that you've been thinking about. We do have a lot of swords energy here today, but it feels like something you've not been expressing, you've not been talking about, you haven't been saying it to anybody. It feels like with the 8 of Swords here that you feel like for some of you, it could be jail. It could be incarceration. Somebody might be coming to visit you if you're incarcerated, or if someone else is incarcerated, maybe you're going to visit them. It could be that. But the 8 of Swords tells me that you've been in this prison, whatever it is, prison of the mind, physical prison, whatever it is, but it feels like it's because of something that has not been expressed. It feels like you're trying to get away from the prison of the mind or the prison. It feels like you want to leave, and you can't. I feel like this is the conversation that's going to get you out of the place where you are stuck in the mind with this disappointment or heartbreak. Tell me more about Virgo. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords. So Virgo, I just want to say this. I feel like you're about to communicate with somebody here who's going to make you jump through hoops. Like they're going to, how can I say? It's like a verbal joust. It's like they're going to try and say whatever they can say to make you agree with their point of view. And if you give them an inch, they're going to try and take a mile. This person, I feel, is going to put up every sort of blockade, I want to say. Like they're going to make you jump through all of the hoops. So I want to say, be prepared that somebody here who wants to contact you, to speak with you, or maybe you're contacting them, that somebody here is going to make you jump through hoops in order to be able to speak with them. Does that make sense to you? Like it feels like they're like, well, if you want me, come get me. Like I feel like somebody's got their back to you and they're like, well, if you want me, come get me. This is good. This is on you. Like that's the energy that it's giving here. This is on you. You need to jump through the hoops if you want to talk to me. We've got the 8 of Wands. I feel like there will be something that speeds up here in terms of communication. Tell me why the 8 of Wands is here, but you know what? Like too fast. We've got the King of Pentacles. It might be a money talk. We might be talking about finances. Maybe that's where we don't agree. Tell me what the outcome is, please. You might be talking to a banker. You could be talking to someone who holds the purse strings. Could be talking to the boss asking for a raise. Somebody's going to ask you to jump through the hoops. Well, if I'm paying you more, you got to do more of this. Like it feels like that sort of energy here. And you're sort of stuck with this. Should I leave? Should I go? Should I move? Should I have this conversation? Tell me what the outcome is. The World card. It says here that you should close the door. The Star and the 3 of Cups. Look, I feel like it's going to be a happy reunion. It feels like we're going to meet over drinks or dinner, possibly go out into a social place. I feel like you're hoping that this is going to end well. I feel like you're prepared to close the door if we cannot resolve what's going on here. I feel like you are prepared to close the door and be done with it. This is the last chance. It does feel like the last chance that we're going to speak about money. We're going to speak about our property. We're going to speak about the things that are in the Pentacle world. Maybe we're going to talk about your dad. Maybe we're going to talk about your mom. Whatever it is, it feels like this is the last chance. We're going to meet together. And I feel like you haven't told this person, because I feel like there's a lot of swords here. It's up in the head. But I feel like you've already decided that if this doesn't go well, I'm just done. This is going to be the last time. It's not even going to be the 6 of Swords. I'm not just moving on from chaos. I'm shutting the door and I don't want to see you again. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Tell me what is coming around the corner for Virgo. Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. I'm going to say move carefully, move strategically. If you want this person to give you what you actually want, you're going to have to be very strategic, very honest, but I feel you need to move carefully. Because I feel like this person is showing up, like I said, with their back to you, like not giving you a whole lot of energy, putting it on you and saying, Virgo, if you want to figure this out, then you're the one who's going to have to say that you were wrong, or they're going to make you jump through these hoops here with this Knight of Swords. It's like aggressive. It feels like aggressive conversation. They make you jump through hoops. They make you agree to these things. Like you got to agree to this. You got to agree to that in order to be able to get the raise, to get the promotion, to go to the different department. Or if this is communication, maybe with a family member, they're like, look, we're not going to invite you to holiday dinner if you're going to, and they make you jump through all the hoops. So I feel like if you want it to work out, I feel like you're going to have to move gently. I feel like you're going to have to move strategically. And if you want this person to give you what you actually want from them, you're going to have to give them a little bit of energy. But I think you're fully aware and willing to close the door on this if this looks like it doesn't have any hope. We've got the Hermit energy. There you go. It feels like you've been thinking about this and you've got already wisdom about the situation. You're prepared to go in and fix this. But if this person is going to make you jump through hoops, I don't think you'd stand for it, Virgo. I don't think you would. You don't like people telling you what to do. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got a lot of air here today. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We've got cups here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo energy on the bottom of the deck. Make sure you take your wisdom with you when you go there. Could end up in being a lot worse than you had anticipated. So be ready to cut out and close the door. That's all I'm saying. All right. Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Libra, if you're interested, I have extended the private reading sale. I've made a new code there, so there is a new coupon code, thank you 24, if you would like to book your private read with 10% off of all of my services. Please look in the pinned comment below. Tell me about Libra, what's coming up this week for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Ooh, something good. Feels like a blessing or a door is opening. Something here is showing up that you're going to be happy with here. Oh, but interesting. The Eight of Cups shows up here. Got the Knight of Cups. And the Five of Swords. You know what? It feels like there's somebody here that you just cannot agree with. We want different things. There is a connection here with this Knight of Cups. It feels like there is feelings, whether they're platonic or romantic. There is feelings here with somebody. And it does feel like we have to have a conversation about the feelings. And if you're not going to talk about the feelings, then I'm just going to disconnect and go off to my next project. It feels like somebody here is willing to just detach and walk away. If all we do is argue about how we feel about things, whether it's romantic or platonic, then I'm just going to disconnect and I'm going to go invest somewhere else. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Cups. So I feel it's like, it feels like somebody here needs to make a decision. I don't want to go back on the merry-go-round. Because this is, the Five of Swords is kind of the merry-go-round. It's, we don't agree with each other. We just keep arguing about the same things. You won't see things the way I see them, and I can't see things the way you do. I feel like I feel like there's fundamental differences here, and we need to try and speak about them, talk them out. I feel like there is some sort of a, for the one of you, whoever it is, I feel like it's you, Libra. If you do disconnect here, I feel like you have something on the back burner, I'm going to say. So for some of you, this could be a job I'm talking about, right? Because it could be platonic or romantic. It's like maybe you're in this Knight of Cups energy where you're moving really slow, treading softly, being careful because you keep getting negative feedback. You keep giving someone who's micromanaging you or cracking you in the neck. It could be that. And you're thinking about, you know what, it's got to be better out there somewhere. I feel like if you do decide to disconnect and move away, that you will be successful at that because the Six of Wands is here. And I feel like after a hard cycle that you will get some sort of victory. But it feels like you don't want to do that. Like you don't want to give up your tenure, or you don't want to give up your job. You don't want to give up, being top dog. Like you're going to have to start somewhere new at the beginning of something. And I don't know that you want to do that. It does feel like for some of you, this could be a romantic connection. This could be someone that you have feelings for. I mean, it could be a best friend. It could be platonic as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels like you've been tippy-toeing around somebody, and it's time that you stop tippy-toeing. You're like, you know what? If this isn't going to work out, it's just not going to work out, and I'm going to be sad about it, absolutely, but I'm not giving you any more than I feel that you deserve, and I will put you on the outside looking in if that's the way it's going, if that's the way this conversation is going to go. I feel like for some of you, this conversation is very quick. It feels like it doesn't barely even get off the ground before everything changes and you leave. You get up to leave. It feels like, the argument starts almost immediately. The door swings open and you head for the door. I'm not dealing with this anymore. That's what it feels like. We've got the Nine of Swords. And we got the Two of Swords. So I feel like you don't want to go. You don't want to leave the job. You don't want to leave the relationship. You don't want to leave the friendship. But I feel like somebody here has left you with no choice. It feels like somebody here has been sort of shut off and shut down. And every time you talk to them, they're kind of in a bad mood, or they're very moody, or they're somebody who's always got a problem. Things are very dramatic. They can't see the happy side of anything. It feels like it's a very a lackluster kind of person that you're dealing with here. You've got the Hierophant. So I feel like you're trying to negotiate with the higher self as to what I should do. I feel stuck here. I'm worried that this person isn't really interested in the commitment that I have for them, for those of you who are looking at this as a romantic connection, or I really need to commit to making a decision because I've been blocked for too long. There's something here that you don't see. It feels like for some of you, you're going to head for the door. It feels like I don't really want to put up with it anymore. And this, for some of you, is a commitment that you're in. A commitment in a friendship, a commitment in a job, a commitment in a relationship. Maybe you're married. Tell me what the outcome is, please. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Devil energy, and we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like you're overwhelmed because you're thinking about everything that could go wrong. Like you're thinking about it on a loop. Everything that could go wrong here. I want to say that the sad thing is I feel like you've been with this person for a while, and it is unfortunate, but I feel like there is an emotional codependency here, like an emotional attachment that you can't get rid of or you can't let go of, and I don't feel like it's on your side. I feel like this is the thing that you guys are probably going to talk about. I feel like in the outcome, it's telling me that the Devil is here with the Three of Swords. So it feels like it's obsessive at this point, but it does feel like that there is somebody here who gets overwhelmed really easily, whether that's you or the other person. Somebody here gets really overwhelmed in their feelings really easily, and then they start spiraling or obsessing over the negative things. And I feel like you're done with the negative energies is what it is. I feel like you have decided that if that's all it's going to be, then I'm out of here because I can't deal with the negative energy constantly. I'm just going to go off to the next project or the next relationship or invest somewhere else. We do have the Nine of Coins, which tells me that you may become single at the end of this. That you're confident that you know how to handle this. Yeah, everything needs to come out here. So the High Priestess is revealing something. So it feels like something is about to be revealed, and I feel it's you that's going to be revealing to this person, look, if we can't work this out, then we're done. I'm over. It's over. I want the divorce. I want to move out, whatever it is. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. Look, I don't feel like you're this unfeeling, terrible person. Like I feel like Libra, you're more, how can I say, you feel like, for me, Libra is an air sign and you are highly intelligent, but you also, to me, feel like a little bit of water. Maybe I'm speaking to someone, connecting with someone who has a little bit of water because Pisces is here. But it feels like what you want, ideally, is you want this all to work out. I feel like you want to be in a stable relationship where finances are good, where we're making good decisions, where, we're taking care of each other. You could be someone who is the Queen of Pentacles, possibly. Someone who is the one, feminine or masculine, who does all the cleaning, who does all the cooking, who does all the everything, and somebody else just kind of sits around and waits to be loved on, like the Knight of Cups, right? They think because they're beautiful to look at that they just need to be loved on. But it feels like you're sort of at the end of something here, and something's got to change, and if it doesn't, I feel like you're out. There you go. You need justice. You need your balance, my friend. You need some sort of karmic balance or payout here because it's your effort to bring everything back into balance here. And I feel like there's a lot of water under the bridge, or there's a lot of nostalgia between you and somebody else. And I feel like this person here does what they want when they want to do it. And you're the one that's stuck with all of the adulting. We've got Taurus energy here, Virgo and Capricorn, Aries, Pisces. We've got Swords, right? So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio energy. All right. Speaking of Scorpio, how are you, Scorpio? Hope you're well. Let's take a look at what's coming up for you this week. You always remind me to drink my water or my green tea at this point. All right. Scorpio, I have extended the personal reading or the private reading sale. If you're interested in that, it's now on to the 20th of December. I have changed the coupon code. It is in the pinned comment below. If you would like 10% off of all of my services until the 20th of December, please have at it. Somebody needs to give you a break over the holiday season, right? Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio. We have the Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion, trying to make a decision. Which cup do I want? You have a lot of opportunities, a lot of, I think you have a lot of choices to make this week, and they are heartfelt or emotional choices here. one of the choices that you will make is going to change everything, is going to transform. Oh, look at this. So it feels like it's going to, something here is going to transform. I feel like you're not picking one of those cups. You're picking two. Or maybe you're picking one to give to somebody else. What else do we have here? It does feel like this is, if you are dealing with someone in a romantic situation, and it could be romantic, it doesn't have to be. We have the Two of Cups. We have two people who see eye to eye on something. And it feels like it's emotional. But it could be platonic, it could be romantic. Take it as it resonates for you. It feels like we're trying to heal some sort of a connection. And maybe we are going to transform it. It feels like up till now, it's been maybe overwhelming or confusing. It's been a confusing connection, and it feels like we're trying to get some stable ground here. We've got the Four of Swords, which is stability of the mind. We really need to talk about how we feel, and we need to look at each other in the eye. It feels like we need to see eye to eye on something, because it's been confusing and overwhelming. Feels like with the Death card here that what you want, I feel, Scorpio, is you want to transform the situation. You would like it to be as it is, but maybe tweak it just a little bit. Like maybe we can change some things. Maybe we can renew it. Maybe there's a renewal here. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. But I know that you want to end the emotional confusion. And you want this Nine of Cups, right? You want this emotional happiness. You want the wish fulfillment. Got the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like after much deliberation by you, Scorpio, I feel like the way you're feeling in this connection, whether platonic or romantic, it feels like the way you're feeling is you do all the giving. That, you know, we've finally come out of this place of being in lack, right? Because we got the Six of Pentacles, it's not the Five. We're now in this place where maybe we can work on things a little bit, but I feel like somebody here, the person that you wish to see eye to eye with, I feel like this person is somebody who's making you do most of the work. It feels like with the Hermit energy here that you're trying to gain wisdom to come out of some sort of place that you've been stuck in the mind, thinking about trying to think your way out of this. It feels like it's been confusing and overwhelming. I feel stuck. I'm trying to get some wisdom. Feels like you've been possibly spend time away from this person by yourself. But it feels like this person, it's like they see you as the leader, I want to say. Scorpio, they see you as the one that they will follow. And so they want you to make the decision. They trust your judgment. They know you have wisdom. You're the one who is the giver of wisdom. Tell me what this is about. The thing is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink. That's what Charlie just said. I just heard in my head, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink. And I feel like that the Eight of Swords is here saying that, yeah, I have the wisdom and I can give you all the wisdom that I want, but how is this going to work out? Like if you're just overthinking everything, how is this going to work out? I can't make you put into practice all the things that I'm teaching you. Got the Page of Pentacles. Got the Ten of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. It's giving me this feeling of, can we try this again? Feels like two people are coming together to talk about something here. Can we give this another shot? Can we do this again? The Page of Pentacles is here, and it feels like somebody is, you know, standing there saying, look, I can give some energy to this, but I'm not sure if I want it to go long term. I'm not sure how long term this is. 9 and 1 is 10 Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands here, and you can see that the two are ready to hit the ground. It's like somebody's ready to make a decision. That things maybe need to move a little quicker. It feels like somebody's not, I feel like you're the one putting all the effort, the energy, the wisdom. You're the one who carries the spiritual energy. Like I feel like it's all of that. And the other person is really not giving you much. That they are a person who seems very burdened by this and very sort of, it feels like you're the person who's looking for answers. They're the person who's looking for the problems, but you're the solution. Like I feel like they expect all the problems to be solved by you, that you're the one who has all the solutions because you have the wisdom. They're like, I'm not dealing with those bills. I'm not dealing with that stuff. You're going to have to take care of it. It feels like you're ready to drop the burdens, but you're not exactly sure whether you're going to drop the 2 wands first and be at the crossroads and make a decision to go somewhere else, do something else, or leave and be single, or you are going to drop the burdens and allow the 10 of Pentacles if this person puts in a little bit of effort, because it feels like it's a very little bit of effort, and they depend on you to make the money, to bring the money, to give them money. Also to, because you're the one is abundant, you might have a business, they expect you to do all that work and to supply them with whatever. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like I think that things need to change here, and things are about to change because it is divine timing here. Now I think it's about to change in the best way for you, Scorpio. But I feel like it's going to take you making some sort of really big change here. Yeah, it does feel like maybe we break up and get back together and break up and get back together. Like it does feel like that sort of energy, whether it's friendship or love. It feels like something has to change here because you're the bringer of goods. You're the one that supplies all the material things, and this person expects it of you. Like I feel like they have an expectation that you're going to do it. That you did it at the beginning because you wanted to, but they now have an expectation that you're not only taking care of everything financially, but also spiritually. And they're the ones who keep their hands tied. They're really not putting in a whole lot of effort in anything. Like if this is a couple that are living together, it's like one person is doing all the things and the other person isn't even getting up to do the dishes. Like that's what it feels like here. Tell me what the outcome is. We do have the 7 of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have Justice. We have to have a conversation about where this is going, because the Knight of Swords is telling me somebody needs to speak about feelings. Look, I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm empathetic, I'm psychic, I'm all of those things, but don't push me. Don't push the Knight of Swords, right? That's Gemini energy. And Gemini will only back up to the wall so far before they come out fighting. And so Justice is here. I feel like you really do want to have a conversation with this person because I really do feel there's a lot of love here. I feel like you want to see things eye to eye, but it feels like we're on again, off again. And it's because it's very lopsided. I really do feel that I have a hermit here who is with someone who is a Page of Pentacles, or someone who's in the 9 of Pentacles who is with someone who's a Page of Pentacles. There's a very big vibrational difference here. And you're going to try and bring it all together, I think. Tell me what's around the corner. Yeah, these are 2 people that live together. Oh, there we go. The Emperor and the Empress. Okay, so it does feel like there are 2 people here who live together. One person is supplying everything, doing everything in the home, cleaning, cooking, bringing money, doing the business. And the other person is like, well, you should just be glad to be with me. I'm the Emperor. Or I'm the Empress. Look, the Emperor is somebody who's also running businesses, but it feels like maybe there's no sharing going on. Could be that we're keeping separate bank accounts and I'm making more than you, or it feels like there is 2 people who are in this vibration here, and somebody's not putting in their part, not putting in their effort. So I do feel like it's 2 people that need to work something out. We need to see eye to eye, or things aren't going to work out here. There is a big judgment coming here. Somebody's making a big decision that you cannot no longer be codependent on me. I am ready to close the door after a very long time. The Knight of Pentacles is here. So a very long-time relationship, possibly, but we do have the World card here. Look, the end of the world. I just supposed to say the end of the world. The end of the year is coming up, and we are having. We've already had one new moon, and now we're going to be having a full moon, and then we're going to be having another new moon. There's a lot of changes going on in December, and I feel like it's telling me here that doors are closing. The end of something is coming. The end of codependency. You can't lean on me anymore. Somebody here might be working, running their business and saving their money and spending the money of the other person because they feel entitled to it. And so it feels like there is a big decision that needs to be made here between 2 people. It could be even the entitlement between an adult and a child, because we did see the Page of Pentacles. Could be a child who feels entitled to the parents' money, to the parents' bank account. They don't feel like they have to work. It could be something like that as well. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've also got Sagittarius. We've got Aries, Libra, and Taurus. We've got Virgo, Libra energy, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Scorpio energy, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Virgo. All right. Sagittarius. Happy birthday, friends. Thank you for putting your birthdays in the comments. I will be getting to the comments over the next couple of days. I've been looking through them a little bit. And let's find out what's going on for you in the week, this current week, the sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag, I have extended the 10% off sale. It is now on until December 20th. It was too short of a window with all of the holiday stuff going on, people spending money. Just want to give you a break. If you need a little bit of advice, please look in the pinned comment. The coupon code has changed to ThankYou24. All right. Tell me about Sagittarius for this week. Sneak peek for this week, Sag. We've got the Five of Cups. Starting out in an energy that maybe is a little off. Moody, possibly. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. Come on. There you go. The Two of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. This is interesting energy here. So, Sag, I feel like there is something going on here. And I feel like you're trying to make a decision to come to some sort of resolution or compromise here. It feels like you are trying to let go of a grudge. Yeah, trying to release a grudge. It feels like it's a decision that you're making. And I feel like the Five of Cups is here. Now, it does feel like this Queen of Wands could be involved. So you are the Queen of Wands, but this could also mean that you're dealing with someone who's in fire energy. Yeah, it feels like you're trying to make some sort of a decision here. You're thinking something over, like sort of in an obsessive way. You've been thinking about it a lot. It feels like you are, I've got the Death card showing transformation here. Yeah, it feels like you're not going to hold back any longer. It feels like you want to say something. So the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it's telling me here that somebody's trying to make a decision to release a grudge. Release a grudge or to choose peace over confrontation. It feels like there is somebody here who is missing someone. I don't want to be in this energy anymore. It feels like with the Six of Pentacles, I do want to give. I want to give to the situation again. I want to give to the relationship. I want to give to the friendship. And it feels like right now you're in the Five of Cups energy. That right now I'm sort of sad. I miss this person. But I have to, it feels like, Sag, that you really got to learn how to release a grudge. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Five of Cups. I feel like you're trying to choose to forgive someone who really hurt you. That's what it feels like here. We've got the Three of Wands, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Hermit energy. It feels like this is where you've been spending your time, in the Hermit energy. I want to say that whoever hurt you, and it feels like it was, yeah, it feels like it was over some sort of an argument of us not being in the same place or having the same ideas or ideals. I feel like you're looking for a solution. It does really feel like you miss this person, and I feel like you're going to make a decision to possibly, I don't know, leave a gift at their door. I'm looking at the gifts that are flying here, right? It feels like somebody wants you to give to the situation, but I feel like you're holding a grudge. And I feel like you have been, but I don't feel like you want to anymore. I feel it's because you've been working on yourself. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 is about the self and about you putting the hard work in on the self here. For some of you, this could be a romantic situation. I feel like, it feels like here that you probably had a fight. Maybe you're not speaking with this person for 4 or 5 days. It feels like with the swords to me are days. It feels like you're not speaking with them, maybe a week or 2 or 3 for some of you. And you kind of want to bring it back together again. It feels like you've been spending some time hermiting, trying to find some wisdom, find your light, heal the self. It feels like you're thinking about this 9 of Pentacles. It feels like you are wanting to move from the 8 Pentacles to the 9 Pentacles. I need to be confident enough to reach out to this person and tell them I forgive them, or tell them that I miss them. It feels like somebody is trying to come to a place where I'm going to be the bigger person and reach out first. But the 2 of Swords, because right now I feel that either they have you blocked or you have them blocked, or this is just a block of the mind. That I can't make a decision about whether I want to do this or not. It feels like you're trying to feel out the situation here. It feels like you do want this to end up in a happy situation, happy, stability, fun. It feels like you want that, but the 9 of Wands is here. Has this person hurt you one too many times? Has it been too much? Because I'm exhausted. Like, it feels like you're exhausted, Sag. I'm just exhausted with trying to feel things out, being in this hermit energy, waiting for things to change. Like, it feels like you're tired of waiting for things to change, and so you're making a decision here. It's a realization that's coming up here. I feel like this is a turning point for you in a job, a relationship, a friendship. It could be love, it could be platonic, but it feels like you're coming to a place where it's a realization that either I'm too tired to carry on, or this is going to be a place where we're going to rebuild after the tower is down. Maybe this is a place where we rebuild, we let the tower fall and then we rebuild it. Because I feel like the tower is here to take you out of the 2 of Swords energy. Yeah, it's your decision. I feel that you want to treat this person with kindness and compassion, and you want to stabilize things, maybe settle down the situation. But it does feel like there was an argument here, possibly in the past, and it feels like you're missing this person. Could be your mother. Could be a mother energy, could be someone who's an older sister, a mother, but the Queen of Cups is someone who's usually kind and compassionate, right? It feels like we're trying to bring things back together in a very kind and compassionate way so we can have another chance at maybe solidifying or getting solid ground in some sort of a relationship here. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Sagittarius. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're going to do it. Feels like with the Knight of Wands moving really quickly and the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, I don't want to wait anymore. It feels like you do want the victory and you are going to give it a shot here. I feel like you will try and reach out to somebody here. Look, somebody could be reaching out to you. Take it as it resonates for you, but I'm feeling that somebody that you might be reaching out to because you don't want to hold this grudge anymore. So we do have the Emperor, we have the Lovers, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. Well, that kind of says it all, right? It looks like you could be dealing with a father, a boss. It could be somebody that you're in love with, but the Emperor is here, Aries energy, and we do have the Lovers. This could be someone, for some of you, this isn't a father. This isn't your boss. This is somebody that you have big feelings for, a soulmate, in fact, that you've been disconnected from or in separation from. But I feel like if this is going to come back together, that it feels like you've been thinking about reaching out, but you've been waiting for the Emperor to reach out because you know that the Emperor is the one who does the pursuing, or the one who usually steps forward first. But this Emperor has not been stepping forward. You've been waiting for them, but I feel like they're not stepping forward. So I feel like you want to reach out to this person to try and heal something here, that you've been really patient waiting for this person to say something or do something since they walked away. It does feel like, it feels like you don't want to wait on them to contact you anymore, that you might reach out to them. I just want to see what happens if you reach out to the Emperor. Sometimes the Emperor will recoil. The Emperor doesn't like to be pursued. It gives them the ick. So that's why I'm talking about this Emperor here. What happens? I feel like we can drop the burdens. I feel like this Emperor is waiting for you to be the person who reaches out to them. And the Emperor can be feminine or masculine. It can be someone who owns a business, right? It feels like with the Death card here that you need to drop these heavy burdens. So I feel like you're okay with whatever answer you get. Whatever answer you get from the Emperor is going to give you stability, whether it's a yes or a no, whether it's yeah, come over or go away. I feel like at least you're going to have an answer, which is going to give you some sort of stable energy, but you're going into it feeling sort of defensive with your boundaries up here. I think it's probably good that you do. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Virgo and Pisces, more, we got Gemini and more Scorpio. Aquarius energy, Aries, Virgo. Got a lot of fire here, so we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. All right. Okay, Capricorn, what's going on? One more sip. All right. Tell me about Capricorn, sneak peek for this week. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Cappies, if you are interested in a private reading, I have extended the sale. It is now on until December the 20th. I have changed the coupon code, which is in the pinned comment below this video. If you would like to do that, have at it. All right, here we go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What's coming up this week? We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. Challenging communication here. It might be about money. It might be about things of the pentacle world. It might be about a new beginning. Challenging communication. The Page of Swords is trying to get you to understand something, and yeah, there's challenges here. It might be something to do with pentacles, right? Something like a brand new start. Like maybe you want to start new on something and there's challenging communications here. Tell me more. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, 10 Swords. Look, I feel like you're dealing with someone here with the Page of Swords in the reverse. It's giving me the feeling of someone who smack talks you when you're not in the room. Someone who is giving people misinformation, misguided information. Somebody who's not willing to do their own work. This person is quite immature. Yeah. So I feel like we're talking about, the 10 swords are here. It feels like you are in some chaos with somebody here. It could be a child, or it could be someone who's acting like a child, childlike. We do have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is telling me that it's finally time to move on from this. I have to move on from this. It feels like it could be arguments or fights over money or property or something like that. And then we have the Four of Swords. I feel like it feels like you really need to release this. This is something that has hurt you terribly. You feel betrayed by this person. And it feels like what you need is to heal. This is a highly chaotic situation. And I feel like it's over money. Things of the pentacle world. Money, house, car, property. It almost feels like someone bit the hand that fed them. You heard that before, right? Bite the hand that feeds you, don't bite the hand that feeds you. It feels like you've been feeding someone and they've been biting your hand. It feels like you've been very generous with somebody. And this person is just acting out like a child. They're talking about you behind your back. Tell me about the Page of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Six of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups. You might be dealing with children. You might be dealing with a child here, or someone who's childlike. Yeah, there's fighting and arguing here. Fighting and arguing, competition, arguments. The Page of Cups is telling me that I feel like this has kind of taken you off guard or really surprised you. You didn't expect this from this person. or the situation or the job. I mean, take it as it resonates for you. Maybe someone's smack talking you at work, right? Because they're in competition with you. Maybe you two have applied for the same job, or this person is an ass kisser, right? Maybe they just want to suck up to the boss. Like it feels like when you hear that this person is giving misinformation or smack talking you behind your back, I feel like it surprises you because you really held this person in high regard. You had high regard for this person at one point in your life, and it seems like you no longer have this high regard. Look, I'm not trying to buy this person a break, but the person who is on the Six of Wands here is somebody who's coming back from the fight, coming back from the war. It feels like you're dealing with someone who's got trauma, and I'm not buying them a break. I'm just saying that this person, I feel, is somebody who has a group of people around them who is encouraging them to be dishonest or smack talk when you're not in the room. And I feel like it's almost as if this group of people keep cheering on the person who you're in this argument, fight, competition with. I feel like you're ready just to let it go. I don't think you want to deal in it anymore. This person could be a family member. They could be a child. They could be a sister, a brother, a mother, a father. This could be a family member here, but it also could be about the workplace. Take it as it resonates. I think that we're dealing with somebody here who probably is an adult, but acting like a child. Could be dealing with children. I'm just saying. Got the Hanged Man energy. And we've got the Magician. I feel like you're really determined to figure this thing out. I feel like you're a person who believes in your tools, your manifestations, that thoughts become things. You're a person who has found your power. I'm going to say you found your power, and you now having this power, knowing that the ball is in your court, that you have all the tools, it feels like you now have come to a different perspective. It feels like you made a lot of sacrifices here for somebody, that you've sacrificed a lot for somebody here. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice, but it's also about being in a pause or not really doing anything because you didn't want to rock the boat, the Ten of Pentacles. Whether this is, maybe this is inheritance we're talking about, and you didn't want to fight with the siblings, with the children. Like it feels like somebody here was sort of hanging there, waiting for something to change. But it feels like as you were waiting, I feel like what you have realized or have a different perception on or perspective on now is that you're the magician, that you can make things happen the way you want to make them happen. I feel like there is somebody here who sees you as somebody who has all the tools. So you've got money, you've got a home, you're more fortunate than them, possibly. And I think that's why they smack talk you. And it's come to a place where it's confusing. It's emotionally overwhelming. It feels like we're arguing with each other. Yeah. There's the Ten of Swords. I saw it here and it comes up here. And so the Ten of Swords is here. It feels like there's arguments and fights and you're ready to throw down your swords and say, I'm good. I'm good. I think that's what you're preparing to do here. I feel like you're preparing to cut someone out of your life. Tell me about the outcome, please, for Capricorn. The Emperor. Oh, you just might let the law decide. So we've got the Emperor. We've got the Four of Cups. And we have the Hierophant. It does feel like instead of reacting, Capricorn, I feel like you are checking in with your higher self. I feel like you keep giving this person chance after chance after chance. Somebody is giving that person the cup, but that person is ignoring it. They're ignoring all the chances. This person might be somebody who's far more concerned with the Three Cups. The Three Cups is celebration, partying, being out. And it feels like this, you're trying to root this person. You're trying to root them. You're trying to stabilize them. And I feel like there's just no way you can do it. It feels like this Emperor energy. I want to say that you're going to get the authorities involved. For some of you, you might get an authority involved. I feel like you don't really want to do that because this Hierophant energy is here. But look, I feel like this is all a lesson. I feel like it's a lesson in you taking back your power and deciding to release something that is no longer yours to bear. Tell me what's coming around the corner for Capricorn. We have the Death card. We have the Fool. There it is. You need to end this. You need to end this because this person is deceitful. They're a liar. They keep trying to get away with something. I feel like you need to end it and open a new door. I feel like this needs to be done by the end of the month, by the end of December. Like, I know this is a 7-day reading, but I'm just saying the Fool is telling me the new day is coming up, and that's January 1. So I feel like the new door is about to open, and I feel like somebody's trying to get away with something here. They're not honest, they're not truthful, and it's time for that to end. We've got the Knight of Cups. You really love them, though. The Devil is in the reverse. It feels like what you need to do is you need to break some sort of codependency that's been going on here. The Knight of Pentacles is stuck, right? Slow, going over the details. This has been going on forever, possibly the last year. And I feel like you've been watching this person act a fool. I feel like it's a decision that you're making that's coming up. And it's going to be a hard decision because I feel like you really have feelings for or love this person with the Knight of Cups. We do have swords, right? We had a lot of swords come up. So Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries. Yeah, I think you're gonna probably bring in the authorities to help you make some sort of decision here. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, if you are interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look in the pinned comment. Look, I've extended the private read sale. It was only on until the 30th, and I realized that that's really not a whole lot of time to get you guys in on there because it's gotten quite busy. So there's clearly people who need questions answered. It's 10% off of all of my services. I've changed the coupon code. Please look in the pinned comment for that. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, what are you so silent about? Feels like feels like silence. You're quiet. It feels like there's things going on in your world right now that are kind of tumultuous, and I feel like you're just trying to keep your balance, but you're not really sharing it with anybody. I feel like you're keeping to yourself. Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. It does feel like somebody has turned their back on you. I feel like you're heartbroken. I feel like there's something going on with you right now, Aquarius. I feel like you're in this place of healing. It feels like something got between you and somebody else. Your energy is the King of Swords, but I also feel like it's the King of Cups. Oh, there's more than one person interested in your person. It feels like somebody may have broken up with you. Maybe you're still healing from some sort of breakup. This week might be the week that you're healing from some sort of breakup. It feels like the Queen of Cups, somebody who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, has turned their back to you. And I feel like although that's really hurt your feelings, that you're not saying anything. I feel like you're just thinking about it. I feel like you're trying to get stability of the mind before you say anything that you regret. Tell me about the King of Cups, please. Three of Cups, Magician, and the Nine of Swords. So you want to make it work. I feel like you want to make it work. I feel like you're determined to make it work, but it's not working. I feel like you're holding on to a situation that you know that you should be releasing. It feels like, when it's good, it's really good. But when it's not good, it's terrible. I feel like somebody here has turned away from you or turned their back to you in favor of somebody else. Somebody else, like I feel like the King of Cups could be a different energy. But it also is giving me the energy of you not saying anything, keeping it all stuffed down. But I do feel that this person has their back to you. 9 and 1 is 10. I feel like somebody has released the situation. Tell me more. The Hierophant. It is a commitment of some sort. Queen of Wands. And the Justice card. It does feel like there was a commitment here between you and the Queen of Cups. You know what I feel? That in the midst of all of this, it feels like you've met somebody else. And that person, I feel, is very attracted to you. I feel like this person makes you feel great, makes you feel very balanced. They give you balance. It feels like this Queen of Wands is somebody who is very, they're very independent. They're somebody who does their own thing when they want to do it. They are somebody who is used to taking risks, I want to say. The thing is that I feel like there has been or is a commitment between you and this person, but they have turned their back on you. So maybe a relationship is over because the heartbreak is here. Heartbreak or disappointment that it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. But in the meantime, I think that there is either someone else who's coming in or someone else that you've already met. And this person might be someone who gives you a lot of balance. I feel like they're highly intelligent, maybe an entrepreneur, somebody who is, doing their own thing. The thing is I feel like you're still in some sort of a commitment with somebody else, but I feel like you're ready to release that commitment. Two of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you met this person at a time when there was like a breakup or a fallout, or it feels like you were in something that was committed. So either you were living with somebody, maybe you were married, or maybe you were just dating someone exclusively. It feels like you were ready to commit with this person when they turned their back on you. But I feel like this Two of Cups is telling me that you met this person at a time when you're still trying to heal from this stuff that has gone on. But this Queen of Wands, I think, is somebody who's very attracted to you. They're probably very attractive. They've attracted you to them. And it feels like you're a person who's quite noble, that you do the right thing when you're supposed to do the right thing. Like you're very honest and truthful, and you always do the right thing. And I mean always, I don't like to use, always, but I feel like you are a person who lives with a noble point of view. And to me, in this reading, the King of Swords is someone who has a noble point of view. I'm going to finish that before I start this. That's what it feels like here. So it feels like this person, the Queen of Wands, is somebody who showed up in your life at, it's like maybe right person, wrong timing. Like that's what it feels like. Tell me what the outcome is for Aquarius. Got the Two of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Wands in the reverse. I feel like until you feel a little more flexible in the mind, flexible in your energy, I feel like you're sequestering yourself. I feel like you've pulled away. I feel like this was a really good connection, but I feel like because of the Two of Cups being in the reverse that you've pulled away, that there's the Two of Swords, which is a block. It's a block of the mind. It's like I need to make a decision and I can't. The Five of Pentacles is being disconnected. So I feel like for now you've disconnected from this energy, even though this was a really great connection. I feel like you're not able to process that right now because there's something going on here and your heart is still broken. I feel it really does feel like, Aquarius, that you don't want to end up in a rebound sort of situation and fall into someone's arms just because you're feeling heartbroken, or that this, love is gone, or somebody has turned their back on you. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have the Nine Pentacles. So I feel like that's the deal. It feels like this Nine Pentacles, the Queen, I feel like it's the Empress that you met here. That's what it feels like. And I feel like the Empress is sad that they haven't heard from you, but I feel like there's something here that you need to heal first with the Four Swords, right? The King and the Three Swords. And I feel like you need to heal something before you move forward. Yeah, you're not accepting any cups. Aquarius, I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing that you're not leading anybody on, that you're not accepting any cups, that you are, not accepting any emotional invitations here. It feels like what you're focusing on is your home and your work. And I feel like that's the way you're kind of going to get through it. I feel like this is a really good connection, but I feel like it's come at a time where you have a lot of balls in the air. Feels like you're juggling a lot of things, and you need to get your home life stable, your work stable. That's what you're focusing on, that you're not at all focused on getting opportunities of love from anybody. I think it's smart. We have the Three of Wands. Yeah. So you're going to wait. I think you're going to wait until the right opportunity comes along, and then we'll have a conversation about it. Look at that. Yeah. I think that this week is not the week, but I feel like maybe going into next week, the end of the month, you know what, the full moon's coming up on the 15th in Gemini, and I feel like this might be a time when, you know, full moons are about releasing, right? Until then, I think that you are going to continue to think about what you want, right? The Ace of Pentacles is your pentacle world, like what's going on with your house, your home, your family, your business. And I feel like you're thinking about communicating with someone. This person, I feel, is the ace, you know, this person has the Ace of Wands in their hands. I think they make you really excited about life, excited about you, excited about a new path. But I feel like you're being really noble about the situation. And you're like, you know what, if my heart's not in it, then I can't do it. And I think that that's great. I think that's something that's going on in your life this week. We have lots of fire here. So we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Libra and Taurus, more of the Libra. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy again. Gemini and Aries. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, of course. We've got Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Aquarius energy at the bottom of the deck. All right, Pisces, my water family, how you doing? Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter this week. Sneak peek for this week. Pisces, I just want you to know that I have extended the sale. So the sale was till the 30th of November. I've changed up the coupon code, and we're now going for the 20th of December. So if you would like to have 10% off of any of my services, please go look for the new coupon code in the pinned comment. It is thank you 24. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the Seven of Wands. Got the Knight of Wands. Got the Three of Cups. And the Four of Wands. All right. Look, I feel like there is something that is... I feel like there's something that's going down here. Pisces, I feel like you're about to meet somebody in some sort of like a situation that is very social. It feels like it's an attraction. It starts off with an attraction, like a spark, like we have really good chemistry, and it feels like I'm not going to give them all my information at this point, but I think that things will move really fast if you want them to move fast. Now, I feel, Pisces, that you are more interested in stability than moving fast. It does feel like this, I feel like you two get on really well. It feels like a new person. It feels like somebody who sort of is attracted to you. It feels like a new person. It feels like there's like feelings right away, or we have this really kind exchange flowing sort of energy at the beginning of this. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. I feel like your boundaries are up and you're being careful because, you know, I feel like you're really attracted to this person and they're really attracted to you. And I feel like you don't know them. I feel like you meet them in some sort of a social situation, but they make you feel at ease right away. They make you feel like home. We've got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's a really big attraction here. We've got the Ace of Cups that's come back out again. And we've got the Page of Wands. There's a lot of flirting going on here. Yeah, there's a lot of flirting. I think this is something you've been waiting for. Whether you're feminine or masculine, you just want to go out there, have a few drinks, maybe some appetizers, and flirt with somebody. That's what it feels like. And you end up meeting somebody who is actually quite beautiful. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, the Queen of Wands is here. So it feels like there is an attraction here, like a really big attraction with a lot of desire. Like we are physically attracted to each other. We're attracted to each other's happy, fun, celebratory energy. It feels like there's a lot of flirting going on here. This person makes me feel like I am a kid again. Like it feels like that sort of energy. This person immediately disarms you. Like we've got 7, 8, 9, 10 wands. So putting down burdens, they immediately disarm you and they make you feel comfortable, like they are home. They feel like home. We've got the Page of Swords. Got the Seven of Pentacles. This person wants to learn everything there is to know about you. We've got the Seven of Cups. So it does feel like this person sees you as quite abundant. They see you as sort of heaven sent, I want to say. But this person wants to learn everything that they can learn about you. They want to know where you work. How often do you work? How hard do you work? It feels like, they want to know what path are you on right now? What is the thing that you're nurturing currently? It feels like there is so much conversation going on. The cups are flying everywhere. That's what it feels like. It feels like, once you answer one question, they come up with another one. Now they want to know where you work. Like, it feels like somebody is very interested in you, and it confuses you. It's very confusing for you as to why they're so interested in you. Yeah, you get up in your head immediately, Pisces. Somebody shows interest and you're like, wait a second, giving them the side eye. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. King of Cups. This person is too good to be true. Yes. That's why you've got this side eye here. You're like, have I just met the King of Cups? Have I just met someone who's emotionally available? Like, this person seems very open. They want to talk about things. They seem very interested in you. This person is like they're probably quite spiritual. It feels like they have a spiritual energy about them. They are someone who is into manifestations and using the higher self and listening to their intuition. And it feels like, it feels like it's too good to be true. But I feel like this is divine timing. I'm just going to say, it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune here that this is divine timing. And that this was supposed to change this way. So I'm going to say keep your boundaries in place, because that's what the Seven of Wands is about, right? So hold your boundaries, those promises you make to you. But I feel like this person seems really fabulous, beautiful, watery, psychic. Like, they seem really wonderful, feminine or masculine, because they are. I think they are the real deal, because the Hierophant's here. I feel like this person is really grounded and does the right thing. Like, it feels like, I don't know that you have to be scared of them, but I think that you are, because this person seems perfect on paper, right? Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Look, they're giving and giving and giving. Like, I feel like they just keep giving. Got the Strength card. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. And we've got the Four of Swords. So you're holding back. You're like, well, wait a second. I've got to get myself straight here. This person's super hot, gorgeous, easy on the eyes, very sexy. This person is independent. They're single. They do their own thing. This person's very interested in me, and it feels way too good. What is up? What is going on? You're giving the universe the side eye. It's like, what is going on here? I feel like in the outcome, it feels like you're holding back, but this person's going to pursue you in order to give to you. Look, I've said it before. This is how you know when somebody is actually there for the right reason. They're there to serve you, and you're there to serve them. And that's how reciprocal energy works, right? If somebody is there to take something from you or wants something from you, then you know that that's toxic. But it feels like this is not. It feels like you're freaked out because this feels way too good. How is this person just showing up in my life? Just all the things that I've got on my list for the universe. How is that? They're emotionally available. They're somebody who's very deep, very psychic, someone who does the right thing, someone who's got a lot of morals and values and traditions, somebody who's hot, sexy, and they're paying attention to you. Everybody's in the room, but they're paying attention to you. Tell me what's around the corner for Pisces, please. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, because you're the one with the confidence. That's right. Because you look like a hot snack to them. Because you look like you are stable and good and beautiful or handsome, and you've dressed well today, and you probably have your own business, or you're doing really well in the place where you work. I feel like you're quite successful, and you are exuding confidence here, Pisces. We've got the Six of Cups, and it feels like home, right? I was saying at the beginning, it feels like home. And because the Six of Cups is here, it feels like we've known each other before. Don't I know you from somewhere? Or it feels like, two puzzle pieces that fit together immediately. The Empress. There it is. So we've got the Empress here. This someone who sees your value. They see exactly who you are. They're like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That's what it feels like. Feminine or masculine, the Empress, right? Feminine leaning, but also masculine energy. And it feels like somebody is like worshiping at the feet of the Empress. Someone realizes what you've got and they're very attracted to you. This does not feel like a love bomber because we do have the King of Cups in the house. And the King of Cups is not the love bomber. The King of Cups is the one who keeps it all contained. The person who's probably not going to show you all of their feelings on the surface, but you can know that they're somebody who I feel has been trying to break out of some sort of a mental prison they've been in. And I feel like you're the person that they do it with because they're very attracted to you. Woo, wait, the Tower's coming. It's about time to do some renovations on this Nine of Swords. Look, you got to get out of this mindset. And I'm just going to say it's not really a choice. You're going to get out of this mindset. I feel like Temperance is here. And so this person is really going to put you at ease. Be patient. I feel like things are going to work out, but this person is making you really excited. Start a friendship, right? The Three of Pentacles is here. Start building something slowly, solid, sturdy. Once the Tower falls, then you've got all the clear, everything's in the clear, and you can start building something up that was stronger, right? All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Oh, I should tell you signs here. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got Taurus, Libra, and Taurus. We've got all kinds of fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. It's right here. All right. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Yeah, guys know it. Love you so much. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.